COVID-19 hit long term care homes, seniors, and the essential workers that staff those facilities early on and hard. Less well known is how this has played out for those getting and providing home care. Mary Baxter covers the southwestern part of the province for Ontario Hubs, and she's been exploring that and joins us now from London. Welcome to the show, Mary.
Hi, Diane. It's good to be here.
Nice to see you. Now, in your series of 4 articles, you wrote about the specific issues affecting home and community care during COVID 19. Let's start off with what's the difference between home care workers and long term care home workers?
That's the interesting thing. There's actually not a lot of difference between the workers. They're doing a lot of the same kinds of activities. It's the setting in which they're working. So, long term care workers work in facilities that are intended for people who need 24-hour care, and they're quite ill. The home and community care workers will come to, for instance, visit people in their homes, but there's often cases where they're working in other types of group facilities. So, for instance, a group home for people with mental illness.
Now, Mary, there's been a lot of focus on long term care homes, but do we know how many home and community care workers have been affected by COVID 19?
The short answer, no. We have heard through the media a couple of reports of home and community care workers who have died from the virus, but the Ministry of Health doesn't separate out the numbers of frontline workers who work in the home and community care sector from all of the other workers, and they also don't know of any health units across the province who do that.
Now, in your series, you spoke to people who are receiving home care. Did they tell you anything about their concerns with, home care workers coming in and out of their homes?
They've been worried, obviously, over the pandemic. There's been a lot of concerns, things like lack of personal protective equipment initially. Then also what has happened is that people don't know where these workers have been otherwise. In some cases, if they're contract workers, initially they may have been working both in long-term care facilities and for home care, or they may have continued working like in group home facilities and in home care. So there's a lot of worry about where these workers have been, how well educated have they been in kind of protecting themselves as well.
I want to talk about Bill 175. It was exactly a month ago today that healthcare workers were protesting Bill 175. It has since become law. How does the new Home and Community Care Act affect current operations?
So the new act is it was essentially kind of envisioned as a housekeeping thing because with the advent of the Ontario health teams taking over a lot of the responsibilities that were previously held by local health integration networks, and administering healthcare locally, they needed some sort of authority to be able to also manage home and community care, and that's what this act does. But where the concern comes in is that the Ontario health teams, which are made up of different groups, so for instance, hospitals and family doctors and long-term care facilities and organizations that might deliver home and community care and supports, so they're all together. But the responsibility, what the Act does is that it allows that team to delegate that responsibility. So it could be to a member of their team, or it could actually be to a private service. So all of a sudden, you have things like organizing who's getting what kind of care. There is a potential for that to be privately managed, and that's where a lot of the concerns come in.
I am curious about what the province is saying. You mentioned, privatization there. What have they had to say about it?
They have said that it's actually not going to open the door to any more privatization.
And I know there were some other concerns within the act regarding language, particularly around the word patient. You talked about that in your article. Do you mind delving into that for us a little bit?
Yes, this has been another concern, especially for persons with disabilities, is that the language that's used in the act doesn't see them any differently from other people that are receiving home and community care services, and that's an issue because it really questions and challenges the idea of independent living, where people are actually well, they're not ill. So there's a concern that they're being looked at and treated as if they're everyone else, and yet they're a distinct population, as there are other distinct populations within that nomenclature.
I want to talk about pay, particularly pandemic pay. As we know, the province introduced pandemic pay at the beginning of COVID 19 to ensure that frontline workers were supported. You talked about kind of the contract work and the working conditions that home care workers are in. Have they been receiving their COVID 19 pay hike?
Well, that pay is, first off, it's retroactive, but some places have started to receive that pay. So, for instance, frontline workers in hospitals who qualify for the pay have begun to receive that pay, but it's being rolled out in stages and in different areas. So, some may have started to receive it in home care, and others may not have started to receive it.
Thank you, Mary, so much for your reporting. Of course, a story that we will continue to cover during this pandemic. That's Mary Baxter, our Ontario Hub journalist covering southwestern Ontario. Thank you again.
Thanks, Jan.
The Agenda in the Summer with Nam Kiwanuka is brought to you by the Chartered Professional Accountants of Ontario. CPA Ontario is a regulator, an educator, a thought leader, and an advocate. We protect the public. We advance our profession. We guide our CPAs. We are CPA Ontario. And by viewers like you. Thank you.